And good evening, I'm Tracy Sinclair, and welcome to this week's Holiday Nights of Lights. Very excited about this series that we're doing. We're showing off some of the best holiday lights around the state of Alaska, and we would love to show off your amazing display. So the best way to let us know about your lighting display, you can go to send us an email at news@ktuu.com, or maybe upload it as a photo to our website, where you just click on that button, submit photos and videos, submit that and give us your contact information. We're just trying to spread a little light, as of course it's getting darker and darker through these days as we're heading deeper into winter. And so it's nice to just have a little bit of light out there. And in this case in Anchorage, at least now, it's reflecting off the snow. So that's lovely. Last week, Joe Allgood went over to East Anchorage and met with a woman, Sherry Jordan, and it turned out to be a really interesting conversation. Sherry's been going through some tough times. She lost her husband. She then was shortly thereafter diagnosed with breast cancer, and she and her family really felt the need for a lot of light and to spread some of that joy and light around. So Joe Allgood was over there Friday night. We didn't get a chance to broadcast this Friday night, so we wanted to show it to you today. And this is his conversation with Sherry. And as they wander through, you get to see the display and a chance to check it out yourself. If you drive down DeBar, you'll see it at DeBar and Sunrise. Here is Joe Allgood's conversation with Sherry Jordan.
I need more lights.
That is, once you get some, you're always chasing more.
Yeah,
right?
But, and the state cut down a whole bunch of my trees this last year because they said that they were in the way. They've never been in the way.
Yeah.
We fought them for years over this, but I'm just glad to have what I've got.
Yeah. But what better way to liven things up than to throw some lights on it?
Exactly.
Yeah. So tell me about, I've been looking, and they're all the same color scheme. You've got blue and you've got white.
Yeah.
Any significance behind that, or was it just preference?
Oh, my sister, it was her design, and she wanted to kind of set things off. Mm-hmm. So by doing the different colors and the bands, it made it so it was more significant.
Yeah. And they go together very nicely.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Nice warm glow, and the blue kind of pops out.
Yeah.
And you said it was her idea. Can you recall when she brought the idea to you? What was that?
Oh,
like?
she doesn't bring the idea no, it's all her.
Okay.
And I'm glad to relinquish all of that responsibility to her, because she's got the vision.
Yeah, you said she was sort of the artistic.
She's very artistic. Yes.
And and when she said, "Let's put up some lights," what did you say?
I said, I don't have the energy for it. She said, well, I'll take care of it.
That's great.
And she did. She just put it together.
Yeah.
So, thank goodness for her.
Yeah. While you sat back, like you were saying, with
my glass of wine, I didn't have to do anything but just revel in the beauty.
Yeah. They strung up, I'm sure, going around and around and around.
Yeah.
It gets pretty old after a while,
yeah.
right? But,
that's not for me.
Not for you. Well, it's beautiful. And,
thank you.
The darker it gets here on DeBar Road, the more people coming by after work.
Yeah.
It really sticks out.
And again, we're just really hoping that it just brings a bright spot to people's mornings or evenings when they go by. There's just so many things that are just really negative in our country right now, and people are going through a lot of different things. So, people need something to give them a little bit of a lift.
Yeah, a little brightness in the darkness.
Exactly.
Well, it's also another spot that we talked about this earlier, but the moose cutouts. Can you tell me a bit about those? Also, your sister's
So my sister did those for me as well. There's also a big bull moose one that she just took down so that she could do some new colors on it. But those moose are something that I really love. It really adds to our community, to my neighborhood. People stop and get their pictures taken there. So I'm assuming sending off to their family and friends and stuff in the lower 48. So that's kind of fun. And so I think it's just another little bright spot in the whole community.
And sometimes accompanied by, as we can see, the tracks.
We've had a couple of big moose come through here last night, so
that's awesome.
We love it.
Yeah, it's that time of year when they try to get out of the snow into the cleared areas, shelved areas.
Yeah, they're fabulous. I love them every time I see them. Yeah.
And you have a few that are permanent residents, but you also, this was fun. I heard of, you were telling me about the one that lived in your yard for a while. So can you just
we had a moose that we normally lock our gate anymore, but we didn't used to. And the moose would come push their gate open so that they could come in. And along the side of the house where it was warmer, I'm assuming, they like to just bed down and just stay there. We had one for a couple of weeks. We ended up calling it Chocolate Moose. And we had to call people as they were coming over to visit us to say, please be careful.
Tread carefully. Don't wake the moose.
Don't wake the moose. Don't disturb him.
That's great. Well, I wonder, we get calls all the time about moose getting their antlers tangled in lights. These are very well wrapped, so I think you're safe. But
I'm hoping we don't have that problem. Yeah.
Well, let's take a look around this side of the house, because this is also a great, this tree here specifically, and we'll get to that in a second, talking about the chokecherry that you're describing. But first, you were saying earlier that this took quite a bit of time. Your sister helped out, other members of your family. How many, if you had to estimate, how many individual bulbs of lights are spread out along your property here?
Okay, I think that we've kind of figured out that it's a minimum of 40,000 lights that we have on our property, and clearly that takes a lot of time. And we've had lights that have gone out once we put them on, and then we'd have to redo them and everything. So I've got some great friends and family members that have just diligently made sure that this looked really good.
Yeah, that's wonderful that so many people, it's more, I think, of emblematic of that strong family connection, the friends and all that we have along the way.
Absolutely.
And thankfully it's not, back in the days of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, where one light goes out and they all
everything goes out.
Thankfully, LEDs a lot safer.
Thank goodness.
You were saying earlier you haven't gotten the electric bill yet, but you were saying you're not too worried about it.
I'm not. I'll cut back in other areas so that my community has these lights, and that I also have these lights. These are really important to me, important to my family and my friends. I think it's important to my community. I think that my neighbors, even though I don't talk to them every single day, I think that they really appreciate having something so bright and so positive in their neighborhood. So I will continue doing this as long as I can.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I remember growing up seeing my neighbors' lights, and even though, didn't see them all the time, I was like, I know they're going to put up that special display, the Christmas tree one, or that other one. So
it makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And I said we were going to talk about this tree for a second. This is a long time staple in your yard.
Yeah. And this is a chokecherry tree, which everyone likes to think that it's an invasive species. It is not. God put it here for a reason. It came with the original owners of the house from Minnesota in 1964. They brought the sapling with them and planted it here. I'm really blessed that it is continuing to grow and thrive here. Arborists have told me that they only last normally about 15 years. We have had where big pieces of it have fallen off onto my porch and stuff. I've always said that if that tree goes, I'm out of here too. Thankfully, though, it is still holding strong. It is still giving the beacon of light in my neighborhood. And so we're good to go.
And it's now got a new purpose as a bearer of light.
Absolutely.
Well, would you mind if we took a step inside, just went through the gate?
Oh, absolutely. Please, join me.
Lead the way, please. All right, great.
Come into my little wonderland.
Little winter wonderland. Now it's, of course, hard to find a spot to sit with all the snow. But thankfully,
surely you're Alaskan enough that you
Yeah.
can sit there.
you don't mind a soggy bottom. The lights standing under them, I think, you know, is a whole nother perspective, because you've got this great bough of the chokecherry
Yeah.
tree, and it's all wrapped up, and then you've got these little dangling lights. And you didn't even see these on the other side of the fence, but those little, I don't know what you call it, the glass bulbs
Yeah,
wrapped in lights.
Yeah, yep, those are something that my sister and I came up with to just add extra light wherever. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, there's more around the other side. They're just everywhere you
Yeah,
look.
exactly.
And you apparently, what you were saying earlier, you apparently think there maybe aren't enough. You're looking
There
at
is
more
not
maybe.
enough. Look, if you look up here in my chokecherry tree, there are blank branches, and they cannot last like that.
Yeah.
I've got to get some lights up there.
Yeah, it'll be January before you finally get everything wrapped up.
Probably.
If you keep going through the winter, but it's a work in progress.
It is a work in progress. I've got to tell you that I had a little guy here at Halloween, and he stood here, and I was watching him from inside, and he was just like this, just like spinning around, looking at the lights. And I thought, oh, that's what it's about. That's what it is about, you know, bringing those kind of moments to people that just give them
Joy.
joy.
Yeah, joy and
joy.
That
For lack of a better
holiday
word.
spirit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for you were saying it brings you joy just having these every day.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me a bit about that and just the significance for you?
You know, for me personally, I love my lights in the wintertime, and I love my flowers in the summertime. Those are my two big things. And I think that, you know, I have a lot of people that stop by in the summertime to look at my flowers, and I have a lot of people that stop by, leave me little notes on my gate and stuff about how much they appreciate the lights. And that's not what I'm looking for, but I really appreciate that that is happening, that people are just happy.
Yeah.
Happy in a really
And
kind of a
sharing that,
dark time.
Yeah. Each individual one on its own,
Yeah.
not that bright, but together it's such a
Yeah.
beautiful array.
Yeah.
And you were saying earlier, you know, it's joy, it's happiness for people
Yeah.
passing by, and for yourself. And I know the idea sort of sprung out of this hard time for you, so
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about that and what it was that, you know, this idea sort of came from. And
Yeah, you know, I've got a really loving family, really supportive family, and really supportive friends. And I've recently lost my husband, and right after that I got diagnosed with breast cancer. And I think first and foremost, my family recognized that it was a time to just kind of rejuvenate and bring light into my life again where it hadn't been for a long time. And this is just kind of symbolic of that, you know, and it's symbolic of all the people in my neighborhood, my community that are struggling, people who have lost their job to the government shutdown, people who don't have food because of the SNAP program being discontinued and delayed and everything, people who don't have health care. I mean, this isn't just about me. This is about my entire community and what we're all going through. And I'm hopeful that this little bit of light that we supply here will just bring a smile to people's face as they go through the day.
yeah, well, you're already doing that. Certainly brought a smile to my face.
Thank
and
you.
Earlier we had a guy passing by
Yeah.
who said something,
Yeah.
which is very fun.
Yeah, I love that.
And they don't even see the half of it because it goes further
yeah.
back.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
does go further back. It goes
tree here.
around. Yeah, I try to make sure that wherever I have to walk in my home, that I have some light.
That's
and it's not enough.
Yeah.
It's just not enough. But it goes all the way back here. And then I'm hoping that on my back deck, I'm going to just illuminate that in the coming days.
You'll be doing this just for the entire holiday season.
Absolutely, because I'm pretty sure my neighbors over here can see my deck, so they've got to see some more light.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
shedding light into their
Yeah.
into their lives.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
this is one of my favorite things about the winter, the icicles.
Yeah, aren't they pretty?
It's such a...
As long as they don't back up into my house, I'm good with those too.
that's a good thing.
But I love them.
Have you ever thought about doing anything with the bird bath water fountain here? Is
Oh
this
my goodness!
something
You
you'd
know,
like to light up?
when my husband was still with me, he actually made sure that bird bath, that water fountain was functioning the entire winter, so that the birds could come and get water, splash around and stuff, knowing that it was something that was really meaningful to me.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to do that. That's a little bit bigger project for me,
Yeah.
but I'd love to get it going.
That would be great. You
Yeah.
could even, have you ever thought about wrapping it in lights and then
Oh my God, now
having
you've got me going.
or some blue lights cascading
Oh my
down
God,
like water?
what a
That'd
great
be
idea.
Right? You know, I'm
You want to come over this
here all
weekend and
week,
help
you
me?
know. If there's, well, I shouldn't say that, but if there's wine involved, that'd be great.
Oh,
And,
wine's
I'd
involved.
be happy.
Always wine involved with my projects.
That's a must.
You've
That's
got to have fun if you're going to do a project at my house.
Exactly. Well, it's turning out wonderful, and it's great to hear there might be more in the works.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
There's always.
Yeah, come and volunteer this weekend.
I'll have to check my calendar, but I think I have some free time. I could come by, put up some lights. I don't have as many trees as this. I don't have any trees, so
Oh, do you not?
you know, I need somewhere to get my light.
Well, you
fixed.
can come and enjoy mine.
Yeah.
You can sit out here on my benches with me, and we'll have a glass of wine and enjoy the moment.
That'd be wonderful.
That's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
that. The light of the season, the
Yeah,
lights of joy
absolutely.
and happiness, as you were saying.
Absolutely. Meet my neighbors.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. Well, thank you so much, Sherry.
Oh, you are so
I
welcome.
appreciate it
Thank
so
you,
much.
thank you.
And you know, there's more here than I ever imagined
well,
in terms
good.
of the story behind the lights and everything.
Well,
so.
good. Yeah, my lights mean more to me than just being something about me. It's about a lot of people.
That was so fun. You know, we're getting started into the holiday season. We've still got 2.5 weeks until we even get to Thanksgiving. So people are starting to put out their lights. And as I've said, you know, it is just kind of, Alaska is just so used to, we get that darkness that we are, did I make sure I pulled the right thing down? I did. Okay. We just, you know, kind of get used to the darkness, and it's like nice to have that light, particularly reflecting off the snow here in the Anchorage area. So I want to thank Sherry Jordan again for taking her time with us. I know they spent a lot of time kind of wandering around her yard, and that was very sweet for her to spend that time with us. She does say that it is at the corner of DeBar and Sunrise, and she hopes it brings a little joy, a little bit of light and joy to people who see it. And I think Joe was really intrigued with the idea of getting more lights up. That definitely was a big smile and a real smile on his face. So I hope you all enjoyed that as well. And again, if you know somebody, your neighbor, the people down the street, you drive by a beautiful lighting display, we want to know about it. Send them to us here at news@ktuu.com. Give us the address. We'll see if we can talk to the person, find out how they're doing, what they're doing their lights for, and how they did it. We know this displays will build as we go along. So please let us know when you see a fabulous display. Let us share it, not just here in the Anchorage area, but across the state. We will find a way to get video. We will find a way to get some pictures that we can show off other lighting displays across Alaska. So don't forget, it's news@ktuu.com, and send us those great photos. Let us know that you know somebody that has a great lighting display.